Hello guys, Wally here again. Well, I promised that I will be doing the pre-ordering event in this video, but now we are in lockdown. It's not gonna be very responsible for me to do a pre-ordering mega event when I am not sure when we can come back to work. So today is gonna be something different. Gonna be the pre-ordering event to explain our new product and talk about our new pre-ordering strategy, because I got a lot of time. I got nothing but time since I've been locked down for almost a month in my own home, and I have came up with some idea to deal with the recent COVID and recent war situation. So I guess let's start. If you've been following my work closely, then you know ever since the beginning of COVID, we have set out to help the community not make a dime. And the beginning, the Chinese outbreak, which was the Lunar New Year 2020, I used up all my college connection from Japan, and all our very awesome distributor from Korea, James, helped me score more than 10,000 premium N94 and N95K F94 masks, super premium ones, to help our community, local community, to get through the most difficult part. And after that, which is April, and China has more masks produced, but outside world is now in crisis. Despite me warning everybody to stock up, but we had to help our international community score the masks from China. And again, we're not making money on it. Even after that, we've been including free masks for like more than a year, I think. So we have been very active on helping our community to fight the COVID. But there's one thing I have to admit that I fucked up, because I assumed that you don't need more audio gear during the crisis like this. But boy, I couldn't be more wrong. I later find out, because everybody been talking to me in private, telling me they do need to get some better, awesome VE gears to help them get through the lockdown. And again, I'm reminded recently, just actually right now, because since we are in lockdown for almost a month now, and I'm feeling a bit insane actually. But what helped me through the whole thing is my hobby and my gears. So I'm gonna do what we do the best this time around to help you get through the bad time. And with all the conflict in Europe, I see a huge energy shortage, which is already happening, and that will be in turn to drive the price and the availability of the chips, because Germany, France, and Italy are the core suppliers for all this chip ingredients. So without them working, we are all screwed. I mean, this is something you can just replace by tomorrow. So with all that being said, I have came up with a plan after making the poll, because I want to test some water, see who, if we are interested in a time like this, should we be making more gears? And the answer is very, very big yes, because I have explained. People need to have better music, especially during lockup, or especially during a time like this. Nobody want to go out and stuff. So we have decided to do something very unconventional, which is do the whole pre-ordering as one event, with this one and the runabout balance and the new product. I know this is what you've been really waiting for, but if you have time, pretty please watch my earlier bit to understand my whole logic flow. But this is what you've been waiting for. The mega pre-ordering event is coming within 1 week, since our lockdown is lifted. So that'll be, I estimate that'll be within about 10 days, I hope. So stay tuned for the big mega event, and in that we'll be doing a lot of cool, awesome stuff like you're about to see. So first of all, the Megatron. Megatron has been pretty amazing, but there's one flaw that we didn't sell them by themselves because we couldn't afford to. But now we have more chips coming, so we decided to just, sell them by themselves at retail price in the retail edition from our site. I mean, you still can buy them with Shopee and AliExpress, but you do have to follow instruction by talking to Sam with the message system from each platform. I guess go nuts and grab one, right? Yeah, I know the whole bundle looks a bit much, but everybody loved the ROP5, so I'd say this is the final batch we're gonna be listing within the next coming mega pre-order event. And we have only about a bit over 10 units, not even 20 units. So I guess if you want them, this is your last chance. And well, now you can use them with Megatron or with our coming DAC. So I guess best luck and stay tuned. While if you like the ROP5 so much, you can totally understand why there are demands for reviving the old Runabout 2.0 balanced light edition. Even it's 2.5 outdated, we have got even a review to compare the Megatron with a 256 US dollar pure amp, and the 2BL destroyed Megatron. What else do you expect? I mean, I know it did that to get under my skin, but it worked. So we have upgraded 2BL to the 2BFE edition, which is 4.4 in and out, and it's obviously full balance as well, and that'll be something really awesome, that like your end game level awesome amp. But yeah, you're asking, man, I got your amp, you don't have a good source. Obviously the Megatron lineout is not gonna be the end game lineout, so well, be careful about what you wish for, you might just get it. Yeah, I know this is like the real main dish of today, or you think it is. This is called the Prime DAC. It's a 4.4 pure balance DAC with the dual mono design, and tons of crazy OPA and capacitor and stuff. This is like a desktop level performing DAC inside your pocket. I mean, it's transportable. I won't really exactly call it portable because this thing, it doesn't work by itself, and you have to use a external amp, and it's great with Runabout 5, and it's great with a new 2BFE. So what's the catch? How can I say this is the end game level transportable DAC if I don't tell you just a little bit more? So I just say the Prime DAC, this is 5 times more energy intensive than this Megatron. So Megatron is a amp DAC, and this is a pure DAC, and this thing costs 5 times more energy. I mean, there's no good sound without powering, right? So this is, I'll explain in the next video, but just stay tuned for some desktop level DAC inside your pocket, and you can stack them with our new 2BFE or the ROP5. So pretty cool, right? Well, this is like the Apple's one more thing section. From the whole video, you have understand why we are doing what we're doing, and the whole thing is there's nothing different than we have done before. And if there is some difference by now, is that we are more prepared than our last event. But the final bit is why I give you the whole long speech on the current situation and our challenges and how we are resolving them. Because from the whole video, we have missed one big group of this hobby. We have the Megatron to covering headphones, earbuds, and we have, harder to drive headphones or harder to drive earbuds. Then we have the 2BFE with a Prime DAC to be your, for most people anyway, end game stack for whatever, IEM, earbud, and headphones. So we are not really doing anything for the IEM community along with the easier to drive earbuds like our Monk Slim Metal. So here it comes, the Prime IE Max Edition. Because with our research, why do we need a kick-ass DAC? Because, well, we need to retrieve more detail. And among earbuds, headphone, and IEM, which one is most demanding for your source, for your DAC? Well, some of you might say it's the headphone. Yeah, if you're talking about real proper electrostatic static headphone, yeah, they are that. But that's not something you can even carry around. It's like a huge with 500 plus volt and stuff, and that's not possible. So on portable, the most detailed monster is obviously IEM. So with that being said, what's the point of having a kick-ass DAC if you cannot use them on the go with IEM directly? Obviously, even you can power most IEM directly from the Prime DAC, but we will never advertise like that. I would say, and also the Prime DAC being so powerful and energy intensive, it's not gonna work with most of phones without the PD charging. But with PD charging, it all works. So we are going to make the Prime IE Max Edition as an all-in-one solution, the best, very best IEM source on the market. And because of that, we want to see what the market is, and then we want to be able to get the parts before we design them, because the coming crisis and the possible way worse shortage situation with chips. So we are going to do the whole pre-ordering along with what we have designed in the coming mega pre-ordering event. And this is because it's kind of unconventional to pre-order 1 year in advance. We'll be including a very kick-ass earbuds for free when you're pre-ordering this bad boy. I mean, not this exactly, the Prime IE Max Edition. And that's gonna be why I mean explaining all this, and this is why we even have a pre-ordering event to explain what we're doing. And again, this is your best on-the-go solution, like in this size for your IEM. It's designed for your IEM, and it's designed for your easy-to-drive earbuds as well. And it's gonna be crazy. So I guess stay tuned for our next video. Till next time, bye-bye, guys.